Hey everybody, so I'm here with my side-by-side, my 2024 Yamaha Wolverine X2 1000. This is Russ from Northbound, and I have my ECU reflashed right here by Weller Racing, and I got the 87, 89 octane reflash. And then I also have the blocking plate on it, which I did some previous videos on. And then I also put the Weller Racing tip, which gives it a bigger, I think it's like a 2.5 tube. And then the spark arrestor cone is smaller, and it doesn't go flat against where the output comes out, so it like makes it go around it. It's very direct, and it's throaty, and you can tell the difference right away. The throttle response is incredible, and it is well worth the money for the kit. Now I can run 87, 89 octane. I don't have to worry about having 91 octane in my 1000, and man, the performance is just so much more improved. All right, so this is the new ECU reflash from Weller Racing. So you send in your ECU and they flash it. Now there's a couple of different flashes you can do. You can do the 91 octane flash or the high octane flash. I did the 89, 87 octane flash, which is allows you to use pump gas, and it opens up a whole bunch of different items. And then paired with the tip here, so I got the new tip in there, and the block off plate, which is under here. The block off plate, let me get on this side. So there's the block off plate right there. Paired to those, it will have the proper fuel ratio. So got those all together. Yeah, it's a big difference. All right, so how does it feel when you put this together? So one thing, when you put that exhaust pipe on, those little tiny screws are a pain in the rear. So it comes from the factory, red Loctited in there. So I put WD-40 on a couple days in advance, which people said would really help. I didn't see much help. What I did see is you can tighten a little bit and then back them out, and they'll back out until it runs into that Loctite. So then I shoved a bunch of WD-40 on it, ran it back in and back out and in and out, and that seemed to work the best. I used heat on it to try to get for the Loctite, and that didn't seem to have much difference because the old plates in front of it, you can't really get heat on the muffler where you need to until you get them completely out. I did break one screw, so I'm gonna have to drill and tap one screw out, but it's got the other 5 in there, so it's not going anywhere. It doesn't leak. Use the original gasket. They tell you that in the directions, and yeah, I used it. ECU is pretty much a no-brainer. They get it right back to you, and I mean right back to you. So I had to get mine back. I had 3 days before I was going to get back up north, so I took and had to overnight it. Yeah, that's expensive. FedEx overnight, $129 added on to the price of the reflash, which was $299. So pretty expensive. The tailpipe or the tip, that was I think 150 something, worth every penny. It flows better, it sounds better, it's just a better unit. Now it's got a small cone, but it still has a spark arrestor, so it doesn't have that block off in there with the towny output, which is really restrictive. But this thing now, when you're in trail, it feels like you were in sport mode. Sport mode is a whole different animal. And it increased my speed from like 61, 62 to 65, 66. And it goes a little higher if you just keep going. But that's plenty fast for me in this unit with these stock tires, which I have plans on getting rid of and put some more road-friendly tire on it. But yeah, everything fits really good. The block-off plate is pretty simple. 2 bolts. Take a hose out, put a blocker hose in it. I've had that in. I did a video on it before. Overall, this thing sounds a lot different. So let me fire it up real quick, and then I'll let you hear it. It's a lot throatier and sounds totally different on the road. So you can hear it's a lot different. Yeah, it's got a tuk 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 instead of a really high pitched sound. So it is a lot different. Give it a couple revs for you. So I don't know if the sound, you can hear it that much, but throttle response is incredibly different. It's throttle response is instant and fast, and it just pulls and pulls until you're at the top end. And yeah, the front end comes, it pulls right up when it goes. I have to say, a dramatic improvement. And also, before I put the exhaust tip in the ECU, after I did the block-off plate, I could definitely tell it was running rich because I could smell it. But that totally disappeared after I got the ECU Flash and the block-off plate. I would definitely recommend this Weller Racing kit, and that's the block-off plate, the ECU Flash, and the muffler tip. One thing though, however, they are not wanting to do ECU flashes on the Wolverine X2 1000 ECUs anymore. They want to get out of that business, and you have to buy I think it's called a Vector tuner kit. And that Vector tuner kit's five bills plus, almost $6 So you can get a kit from them. It's like, I don't know, it's $6 that you can get all of it together. Or if you just buy the tuner, I think you can get it for like $4.79. Still $5 for that tuner. And the tuner can't stay plugged in when you're running because it runs your batteries down. So the tuner is just for dumping flashes, which for me, I'm not going to be doing race tunes and stuff on it. All I wanted to be able to do the 87, 89 octane, open the speed limit up, and get the better fuel map. Once I did that, this thing is perfect. I don't see any reason I need anything more out of it. But if you're into that and you want to do your own maps or whatever, the Vector Tune is the way to go. So you can call them and you can beg like I did to have the ECU reflashed, and they may or may not do it. But yeah, they're so fast about getting this thing back. They had it. I think they had it in the morning and they sent it out in the afternoon. It was that fast. I had it in 3 days. I cannot tell you enough how good they were to deal with. Weller Racing is a top-notch company, and they make really good products. So, not paid by these. Wish I was, but I'm not. So, this is on my dime, and I have to say that has really enhanced my 2024 Wolverine X2 1000. So, I absolutely love this unit, and it works so perfect. I use it for cutting wood. I use it for going out to deer blinds. I use it for just fun. With my wife, she loves to drive it, and we go everywhere with this thing. So on some of the other videos you can see, I put a winch on it. I put mirror lights. There you go, mirror lights. And then I put the upper Harbor Freight Road Shot bar light, and that works awesome as far as being able to see. So check out those videos and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I have to give it an A+ for this upgrade. All right, so this is a drivability test on the Weller Racing ECU Flash and exhaust tip replacement and the block off plate. So I did all three of those, and this is what you get for your money. It is a totally different animal. So excuse my dirty windshield, but it's dusty out. So I'm going to start this up, do a little road test for you, and show you the difference in how it is. So right off the bat, you can tell it's a lot throatier. So I got it in trail performance right now. So it's the trail mode. So this trail mode is a lot different now. Now it feels more like it did in sport mode, in trail mode, but with manners. So coasting is a lot better, and it seems like roll resistance is improved. It doesn't take much to make it move, and it's definitely smoother. So here we go. It's going. Even in trail mode, it sets you back. So it's got a lot more power, a lot more torque. So I get out here on the straightaway and switch it to the, all right, this is sport mode. Mode has tons of power, so I'm going to take and just start from a dead stop here, and you can see how much grunt it has. It just lights them up. So here we go. That's a quick 0 to 45 or 50 miles an hour just in a couple of seconds. So I'm going to go back to trail mode. Trail mode is really improved. So a lot more grunt, a lot better running. So I gotta say that the overall power and running is excellent. So in sport mode, going down the road, it's an easy 0 to 65 miles an hour, and that's faster than it was before by a couple miles an hour. Not a lot, but just a couple. But it's so effortless for it to go that speed. That's the big change. So yep, that's a big win as far as I'm concerned. And Weller Racing, good job, guys. Really made a difference in my side-by-side. So if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.